Welcome to the ASMR Salon and Spa. I'm Corrina. Today I'm going to be doing some scalp massage, a little bit of hair brushing, and I want to talk to you about sleep and give you some tips on how you can get more relaxing, more rejuvenating sleep. So I'm going to begin with a hairbrush today, just to make sure I've removed all of the knots from her hair before we get started. So it's incredibly important that we get good sleep every night, because when we're sleeping, this is the primary time that our body is able to repair and renew. So during the day, we're busy, we're giving our body lots of stuff to do. We're eating, we're walking, we're thinking, we're working. So at nighttime, when we're sleeping, this is the primary time that our body is able to take care of all of the maintenance that it doesn't get the opportunity to do during the day. This is one of the main reasons why when we're sick, they tell us to make sure to get lots of rest. Because it's that time when we're sleeping and resting that our body can really take care of repairing, boosting immunity, fighting off any kind of intruders or illness. So you may notice if you're not getting good sleep, that you actually get sick more often, or that it takes longer for you to get over a cold or other illness. So I think Christy has the softest, most healthy and beautiful hair that I've ever seen, honestly, my whole life. It's really soft and beautiful. And she commented to me before the video that she really doesn't color her hair or put any kind of hair color or anything like that on her hair. And I think that has really contributed to keeping her hair healthy and super soft. So now that I've removed any knots and tangles, I can begin to massage her scalp with my fingers. So I'm just lightly using my fingertips and lightly my fingernails to just begin making gentle scratches on her scalp and using her hairline as my guide. Following along the hairline helps to give a nice sense of completion. And it ensures that I'm thoroughly introducing my fingers to all the different parts of her scalp. So we've talked about the importance of getting sleep. So now let's talk about how we can improve the quality of our sleep. The first consideration is simple things, like paying attention to how much sugar and caffeine we're eating throughout the day. If we're having lots of sugar and caffeine close to bedtime. It's also worth noting that refined carbohydrates like white bread, potato chips, or tortillas can also tend to keep us awake at night, as those foods will increase our blood sugar and can make it difficult to sleep. So before bedtime, it's important to stay away from sugar and refined carbohydrates. Maybe just eat some natural foods like vegetables or good sources of healthy fats like nuts and avocados, and some good healthy sources of protein like beans and legumes, mushrooms, and again, nuts as well will offer us a good source of protein before bedtime. Another important consideration is how much time we're spending on the computer right before we go to bed. And if we have trouble getting to sleep at night, then you may consider limiting the amount of time you spend on the computer in those last few hours before bedtime. Or at least to consider the kinds of things that you're watching on TV or on your computer before you go to bed. you haven't seen one of these are pretty cheap, these little massagers, but they feel really amazing on the scalp. So another important tip for considering our sleep is to consider journaling before bedtime. So if you're anything like me, once you lay down to go to sleep, all of a sudden your mental to-do list just goes crazy. So whereas before I brushed my teeth and get ready for bed, I'm not really thinking about anything I need to do the next day, can't really think of anything, but something about laying my head down on the pillow, getting ready for slumber, makes my brain just go wild thinking of all the things I need to do and things I need to remember. So I found it really useful to actually keep a journal by my bedside so that as I'm getting ready to fall asleep and my mind just becomes overrun with my mental to-do list, I can just grab my little notepad, write that thing down, and then set it aside and go back to focusing on getting some sleep. Something about knowing that I've written down a reminder for myself makes it easier for me to just let go of whatever that is that I'm thinking about and re-put my focus on relaxing and falling asleep. In addition, you may also find it really beneficial to spend 5, 10, or 20 minutes, if you have them, writing in your journal before bedtime. Sometimes people will ask me, I have no idea what to journal about. But the thing to note is that it really doesn't matter what you journal about or what you write, but just the act of writing has many therapeutic effects and can really help our brain to wind down and get ready to relax. My last tip for getting better sleep is to do some kind of stretching or movement before bedtime. The tensions and stress that we carry in our minds and in our memories also translate into stress and tension stored up in our physical body. So by taking even just a little time to stretch the body, move our legs, move our arms, this can really help to relieve that stored stored up stress so that we can relax and go to sleep. I really like to do yoga before bedtime because not only does it help me to stretch and improve my flexibility, but by strengthening and tiring out my muscles, this also helps me get nice and relaxed and ready for a good night's sleep. I hope you'll leave your comments and your thoughts below. Any requests that you may have for future videos, and your thoughts about this video or any of the tips that I've shared today. You can learn more about me by visiting CorrinaRachel.com. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm always happy to get your questions and your feedback. I hope you'll subscribe to our channel so you can come back again soon and spend some more time with me. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a beautiful day.